Time is now. It's back to the rhymes. It's like, wow, he's back to the rhymes. I'm in the booth, straight dropping dimes. Clark Kent, Daily Planet, the Metropolis Times. I write these raps while I'm under the gun. I see you back to get you some. A little bit of this and a little bit of that. Pure, raw, uncut rap. Back to the rhymes. Now's the time. Time to unwind because it's back to the rhymes. Back to the rhymes. Now's the time. Time to unwind because it's back to the rhymes. Hang on. I thought I could handle it, but I don't want to try to handle that bright light without these. Sorry. Okay, so the list. School Us album sales. The album is this, of course, right there. Now they're working on the second album in thought is rare. So nothing to report on that except getting closer. I'm following my daughter's to-do list. I'll get to that in a second. But nothing there at the moment. I don't like Sunset's much country music. Nothing. I will just share. Trying to listen to country or just the radio a little more on the way home and from work. Kind of nice way to end the day. Hear some jams and Parmalee. God made you the way he made you. That song. I guess he made that comment about. Should I go out today and meet up with some guys I can connect with here in Burbank and LA area, or just stay home? And he went out and they wrote a song and it took off. And the lesson for him was get out the house, go do something, Good story. So I just thought I'd share that. But I do miss the Countdown show. Really, I do, because it's just hard for me to keep up with the current country hits, and I haven't heard anything new. I think Darius Rucker's song, I can't remember the name. It seemed pretty good. It's a new song that I heard. It was, I tried to imagine if I either really like it right away, or sometimes I do need to hear it a few times and it'll occur to me it's really a good song. And I try to imagine that. It doesn't. It's fun. That's the thing I do like about country music, is because it's all their new songs, right? So I can listen to each song, and see if I like it, And this is new music, you know what I mean? And it's hard to find that really with other. I mean, I really there's just no other genre that offers that for me right now. That opportunity to hear a new song and to see if I like it, a popular song. It's getting traction. So I appreciate that, but no, I haven't heard anything lately. My daughter wants me to get. I think she wants me to let her hear a few songs I like or have liked, and there's a lot. But they just come. They kind of come in little groups. But yeah, it's been a little bit since I've heard anything. I would love for her to hear some of these ones I really like, because I think she could like them too. I think anybody could. It just depends what you like, I guess. YouTube channel, Mike Dynamic, all this stuff. And speaking of liking, so her to-do list includes the Better Bread Volume 12. So I started listening to the first 3 songs of that. There's 10 songs on there. And I guess I could make a playlist, put it on YouTube. It'll be very easy to do. And it actually tracks plays for how many times that playlist has been played, even though nothing goes to my there's no views, there's no anything. But I guess it could be of interest, and I suppose someone could conceivably subscribe if they like some of the playlists I created, which would be cool. Yeah, I love that mix, the mix CD, the mix tape, the mix that I got put out, and gosh, it's been so long. I was just trying to think back. I was working at Domino's Pizza when I remember playing it there, and that's when it's now on Brooklyn, but it was at U Village, and I remember playing in the summer, playing it, pumping it in the store, and one of the coworkers listening to it, and I was just like, I'm just feeling this. I liked it. I just liked it. I like making the mix CD and then playing it, pumping it. So anyway, right now I don't have. It's just not accessible to me to hear it the way I like to hear it. I'm listening to it on my phone with the headphones where I only hear it through the one ear unless it gets loud enough. It's just crazy. So this is not a high level of living on the consumer end of listening to music. It's hard for me to enjoy it, but yeah, I might have a CD. I thought I had a CD version. I had that little case, but it's a demo for one of my old songs I haven't released yet. So with the social media, and one thing I think about social media etiquette. What's etiquette? So now I'm on. So I'm doing three takes of my rhyme of the week. Now, what my plan is to go with whatever the least popular for the last week is. That's my first take. Second take is number 2. So in this case is Instagram, YouTube Shorts, TikTok. So Instagram, they're like 10 views, but I think people are watching on Facebook because they got them combined. So I think it had 100 plus views, 120. I don't know. It's kind of hard for me to tell. I don't really see analytics. I saw my notification. I just barely looked at it before I came on here. And then it said, get more views if you make it public. I'm thinking, oh, but then I'm like, oh, because then everything of your Facebook, I guess everything's public. So I'm going to talk to my wife. I'm sure she's going to say bad idea, which is fine. I don't know if there's I think some people have more of like a public profile on YouTube where you can follow somebody, and then you probably have you're with your friends, It might be a separate account, but well, we'll see. But anyway, I was close to clicking public. I'm like, now everyone can see all your friends and all your, but not that I do anything on Facebook anyway. I mean, I really don't even use it. I do have any number, however many friends, Some people like to communicate through Messenger, But anyway, so there's Instagram, very low, but Facebook, if being combined with Instagram, so we'll say it's like 10, but when you add in Facebook, it's like 100 plus, and then you go, that's it. And so YouTube Shorts was about 50, so not too big a deal. However, the good news is added another subscriber, so I'm at 50 subscribers. So that's exciting. I hit the 50 mark, just 1/20th of the way there on subscribers. So that's good. That's the good news. I mean, that's not a ton of views, but if I could add a subscriber for a 6-second thing once a week, that's good. And of course, it makes me think, okay, so if I do a rhyme of the day or something, what would happen? I don't know. Maybe I'd get more faster, right? It's not something I can really think about doing right now. It's hard enough for me to do this once a week show, Then TikTok is like 250 or so. And then I see the week before was like 800 is my number one. What do you call a TikTok? A little video, short video. The first one I did was like 750, and then in between like 250 each. So, and then again, what's the etiquette? Someone follows me, do I follow them? But I haven't tried to get followers. My daughter, we haven't had a discussion about that. I'm not doing anything. I let my advisors advise me. I don't have to think, right? I might ask them about it, but I'm not going to do anything. Because of Instagram, Joseph's my main advisor. When it comes to this other stuff, Natalie, my daughter, is my main advisor. Again, I have to give her credit because of her suggesting doing the YouTube short, and Joseph did too, I will say. But she further encouraged it, and now I've got from 45 up to 50 subscribers, and I guess we can hopefully see that continue to increase because nothing else is happening. Haven't been promoting even my the Roots of Our Faith, that video series. Haven't done it at all. So tap into the Roots of Our Faith. So I'm halfway home in terms of how many people I've shared it with, and I've told a few I would, and I haven't yet, and that's okay. I just can't keep up with my life really. And so we went to Spokane last weekend. I thought, I'll probably have a little downtime. Heck no. I mean, literally, I really don't have time where I'm just in any day where I'm just sitting there like, what should I do now? It hasn't happened in a long time. It really hasn't. Not with my work schedule. Of course, that does not mean I work all the time. I check fantasy baseball. That's for my sanity. I check box scores. That's my escape, my sanity. So I'm not going to give that up. I'm not going to go insane. Okay. I think that pretty well covers it. Rules of engagement, nothing new. Bellevue Ballers, nothing new. Oh, when did I come up with? I came up with this song for that. And I hesitate to tell my coach about it because there's really nothing that's going to happen. Now we have this group called Next Level that I'll see in around the end of September, beginning October. And I almost thought about bringing it up to them. So I think they could do it, but would they do it? Maybe I just want to float the idea because we don't really have. They're not making original music for our group. We had a prior group that used to make original songs for us. These guys don't do it, but they make original music. They just don't do it for us, and I don't know what the reason is for that. I think most original music that they're making is worship music. Maybe they just want to stick with worship music, but they do covers for our events. And they do a great job of good energy, hype up the crowd. And that's what this song would be: hype up the crowd and bring the energy and kind of as for our brand. And I think it would be well received. It's going to be a while. And I think, when I talk about stuff like that, in the past, I brought it up to one of my old coaches, and he suggested I hit a certain level, hit certain goals, and then he put me on the stage. I might have mentioned that. I have yet to do that. And it's not for lack of desire or maybe even effort. It's just, and I discuss this when I'm talking to people. Step 1, business building job. Step 2, anyway money. Step 3, the multiplier effect. Boom, boom, boom. Well, I'm still on step 1, business building job. Money's there. Time's not there. Not to where I can just clear my head and put quality into a business of relationships. Relationships take time. If I'm harried, how do I improve my skills and the nuances of working with people, and feeling harried and not feeling like I really, put quality into it. So that's my goal. So anyway, that hasn't changed. I think I'm a month away. I think I'm 4 weeks away from getting more time back with the post office. So if that happens at that timeline, I'll be very thankful. It's almost certain to happen within a month and a half. That's the way it is right now. Thank God. I look forward to that day. it's not bad right now. I'm surviving it, but there's just not much time for this other stuff. So music for Back to the Rhyme songs, and excuse me, realistically, it's music maybe for a second album. I wonder if I should even write that there. I don't even know. Maybe I should say. So music for Back to the Rhyme songs. That is a separate thing. But I mean, where am I putting second album? Because that's really a big part of what's going on right now, and I don't know where to talk about it, but maybe I can say music for Back to Rhyme songs or second album, but it's that I don't know. I'm not even really thinking about making music for these songs I'm making particularly. I'm trying, but I am planning on making recording some songs. Once we identify somebody and have a little more time, like I said, in about a month. So I'm going to have to think about maybe even changing that. I wouldn't remove that, but I don't want to increase the amount of categories. Maybe I have to think I think I'm dealing with all these categories. So let's just leave it. But maybe at this point I'll talk about it. So yes, I've got the funds. Can't do anything with them. Haven't heard anything. Haven't found the person to record with. I think I might have said something about. I thought about maybe going over to Shoreline College, community college, whatever it is, and try to talk to somebody there and see if they want. If there's any students who want to record. I mean, that's not a bad thing to do. It's hard to just go in there like that. It's probably better to be taking a class and then just be talking to people. I mean, what is it? How much is it for a credit? 1 credit class, whatever. But we'll see. But man, I could record there realistically. Gosh, how much would that cost? I might need to check into that again. Let me get through this month, but I think from right now, from what I can see, if I had to record right now, from who I know, I think that would be my next move is to go there and just try to see what I could come up with. Because I hadn't thought about it too much. I can go on Craigslist, but my experience, I have only done it a little bit. I did my original album through my coworker who found him on Craigslist, Luke. Hard to connect with these people. I don't know, they put ads. Anyway, it's work. So we'll see. But once, like I said, in about a month, that's going to be my top priority when it comes to music is to find someone to record with because I have that as my driving force right now. Okay. Nothing to report on this, but I can at least show you the kitty, the merch. And I must say, I'm thankful on this route. I'm being told I'll be delivering for the next month, and it is going to North Seattle College. I'm delivering there once. If I keep this route, I'll be going there every day. I think they have some recording stuff going there. I don't know. I think I have to ask around if I'm getting to know them, if I have a little more time. I know I probably won't have much time. That route's a big route. No one's probably expecting me to get done in 8 hours, but it's not going to be like, oh, yeah, I got all this extra time to go wandering around there. But maybe I can quickly, if it's possible, I quickly go talk to somebody. But I do think they have something there. They get the adult, continuing education stuff that they send out to everybody. All right. Trump's going to thump, nothing to add, and you'll be glorified, nothing to say about that. So, current events wise, and I hope to get through maybe this song soon. So I can get on to the next song. But, okay, I'll just tell you. So, I shared this. Well, I didn't have to get into that, but in one day, but 2 events happened in like a 15-minute period, and then one happened later that day. So we can say 3 events happen in a probably 7-hour period. First one, somebody on my kind of old route essentially must have relocated from Capitol Hill. So the fella Gene, I think it was a fella, looked like a fella, as much as Gertrude looked like a fella, right? Gertrude from JP Patches. Yeah, this looked like a fella too, and her whatever shirt said "Wild Feminist." How you like that? I just don't know what if you are truly into feminism and all this stuff. How you feel about some interloper, side buster, wannabe Johnny Come Lately showing up calling himself a wild feminist when not long ago he was a dude, still is a dude, really. But now he's a wild. It just I almost thought, is this for comedy? Because this is usually political ads aren't meant for comedy. They're there to get your vote and to have a level of seriousness. So that was that ad. But it's Capitol Hill. I guess if you're going to be the farthest fringe person out there, you're going to be there. Even in Seattle, right? That's the fringe of the fringe. If Seattle's the fringe of the fringe is Capitol Hill. Secondly, I saw a sticker on a garbage can. Within minutes, it took me 10 minutes or 15 minutes. It said, "Oops, you threw away in your garbage. We found, or I don't know how they worded it, lots of recycling and yard waste in your garbage can." Of course, it was an accident, and we're just saying, "Oops," letting you know, we know you're sorry you did that, but oops. Now, I did a little research. I was trying to find out what is this sticker, oops, garbage collector, oops sticker. And it didn't tell me, maybe I should look on the stickers. Is there a phone number? Can I ask questions? Who stuck the sticker on here? Who inspected my garbage? So when I researched it in 2015, it said Seattle hired 9 garbage inspectors. People are concerned about their privacy, but you don't have a right to privacy for your garbage, apparently, maybe, because it's public. It's on public display. You put it out to the curb. I guess if you wanted to protect your privacy when it comes to your garbage, you'd probably take the stuff to the dump yourself or something, or shred absolutely everything, right? I mean, really, if you really want to protect your privacy, you just shred everything, and then they could dig away through your garbage, right? Because it's just going to be a bunch of old banana peels or whatever. Maybe you can put unbagged dog dew in there. There's all these dog fans. Oh, I don't even want to describe what I saw the other day for all you dog fans. It was not making me want a dog very much. All right, so, and that was in that same blog, by the way, just like a week or two before. All right, so we got the garbage inspector, we got the wild feminist dude. Next, I get a flyer in my mail asking for my vote, using the funny money, using whatever funds they raised. They want my vote. This is a shiny, they're putting money into this, right? It's a mailer. This person, whatever, was a sex worker, homeless, disability advocate, period. They want your vote. Who wants my vote? What do you mean they want my vote? Who's they? Her supporters? Anyway, it's just incredible. So my next song is kind of connected to that. Stay tuned. I'm sure I'll remember it. So let's just see. Let's get back to the run and see how long this is. And then we'll see if I can maybe possibly finish it. All right. One way to make it longer is to put the hook at the front. Hook at the front. If I were to do 2 verses, front, middle, end, right? but I'm going to not do that on this effort. I'll do it maybe and when I finish this verse, though, just to see how long. We are taught how to create wealth, just not for self. Oh, darn. We're more likely to learn how to envy the wealth we've created for others, envy the lives they live, envy the trips they take, feeling not the power to have our own state. Why might we feel this way? Give us 12 plus years of formal education. How do you expect to feel, to think, to go about your day to day? Why delay prosperity? So unnecessary. If you know the rules and you got the tools, you'll make your own rules and know how not kowtow to fools. Empowerment supersedes envy. Enlightenment negates the greedy. Needy are we in the country so free your mind. Use the sight at your disposal. Don't be willfully blind. Don't be blind, baby. Make that money. Let your ears hear, shed not a tear. Don't be blind, baby. Make that money. Let your ears hear, shed not a tear. No time wasted. Time is of the essence. We'll never get it back. That for me is a lesson. Lessen the scarcity. Increase the affluence. Why try to stop me? Because I'm about to do this. Gold's getting crushed. The new gold rush. You get the thrust. And that's that. So that's a little over a minute 10. Okay. So yeah, that's not very long. I'll just keep going. You get the thrust, right? Let me just look up thrust. I know I've just never used it exactly, for sure, never written it down. But you get the thrust, you get the idea. I just believe I've heard that. I hope I'm doing it right, but it's just not, I just want to put it in there. Thrust, where are you going? All right, thrust. The driving force or pressure to push or drive quickly, forcibly, to stab. General direction or gases of high or tendency. The whole thrust, here we go. The whole thrust of the project was to make money. General direction or tendency. Interesting. There it is. And it says a noun because typically it's a verb, thrust, but as a noun, there we go. The whole thrust of the project. Yeah, so there you go. You get the thrust. Gold's getting crushed, new gold rush, you get the thrust. I trust. And pause, right? Oh man, I'm running out of time. Gold's getting crushed, the new gold rush, you get the thrust, I trust. That you trust in God, in His infinite ability to eradicate any thought lack, but plenty. Next time, back to the rhymes.